Let me at him!
Well, there it is. Hello and welcome to a WTii Sexytime 2 vs 2. Though you wouldn't know it until you start seeing us play. We're going to be playing as double undead versus double random. And I believe I's going to be undead. That is doing this rush. Although we didn't really think it through in terms of how we're going to do this. But do I send over an acolyte straight away, or do I suck up a little bit of gold? I suppose you don't send off straight away because you can't really set up unless you build a necropolis outside here and then get going. But they're going to know about that, surely. I think they might know about it. Yeah, I go fiends with it so I can back it up. Because Sexytime's going to basically be feeding me, and he's going to get ghouls to get the wood. So that way we can build the buildings, because I'm going to basically be sig rushing the enemies. So we're going to go for double tinker. They're going to be in the middle, but at the same time we're going to need the shop, because then we can get the graveyard to allow us to get the item from the shop, which is the sacrificial skull, to put down blight on the ground. And then from there start building in the enemy base. But it does obviously help to have a fiend or two. Unfortunately, the enemy bases are quite close together on this map, which means that they will be able to protect each other, so the odds will be tough. I might still try to put blight... you can't really hide here. I don't know whether just to build up a few fiends first and then go for it, because there's two ways to do this strategy. You can ball straight into it and go super quick, or you can take your time a little bit and you can work towards it. You don't have to go straight into it. Slightly early on the Alpha Ziggurat there. I could have actually got the crypt. It doesn't matter too much. I'm going to want Acolyte as well to back this up too. So I'm just thinking, do I go for Super Rush? Also, I can get a couple of fiends out at least. I want some units, but they're going to be fighting for their own ground, and hopefully they don't get human. We've got to scout for that as well, because if they get human, then this is really shot in the foot, this strategy. Got to come back for the item from the shop. Okay. Oh! One of them's human. Okay, we've got to hope that the other one isn't then. Oh, he's Night Elf. That's not so bad. Night Elf can actually dispel, believe it or not. And he's teching up. This is really nice. Okay, fiends are coming through. I'm going to be building Ziggurats in the enemy base anyway, so... How many acolytes do I need? I think 2 should be enough. Down goes the ghoul. Won't be needing you anymore. Might get a second sacrificial skull. Off you go, Tinker. Do what she got to do. Could hang around for another skeleton, but I don't think we will. And keep building the fiends. If we can get one Ziggurat up over here, I'm hedging my bets on doing that, because a lot of my resources should be going into that anyway. As you can see, Sexytime's giving me quite a lot of resources, and he's got a bit of an army as well to help out here. We've got a nice little initial attack, get some extra damage on them. The Tinker's allowed to put pressure down on the board as well, when you're looking at it that way, because what this means is that we're going to overwhelm them in terms of numbers. Okay. Oh wow, he's bringing out the dispels already. Don't know if that was a great idea. Pull back there. Get the first sacrificial skull down. Ah, he can't get into position. Go, go, go. No more delay, Mr. Tinker. Ah, see, the detonate. So you get another one in there. And then you get your Ziggurats down there fast and furious. And there'll be another goblin factory soon. I think we more or less have this in the bag anyway, but this just amps it up. And fiends can still keep pumping in. And I think that worked quite nicely. We could work on that a little bit better. So, can I get fiends out any quicker? Should we go any faster? You kind of need to wait for the shop. Get the shop, get the item, and go, basically. So we kind of did go as fast as we could there. The Night Elf, I don't know whether he's passively, accidentally detonating there, but he did exactly what I was mentioning, is where you can sort of detonate and get rid of the blight, so you've got to be cautious of that. So a couple of sacrificial skulls are useful. You need the gold for that, Rod of Necromancy. I don't know whether to get double crypt, because that's 4 Ziggurats I managed to put down there as well. And if Sexytime's going to be feeding here, because he could either go for units himself, but they're only going to be crappy ghouls, so I think I might go double crypt next time. So let's try that. I think double crypt would be a better way to go, because I felt like I could just ooze out a little bit more units, and that way that would back up the Ziggurat rush just a little bit more. Goldshire versus double orc. This could be really good or really bad. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. I'm going to go for double crypt this time. I'm not exactly sure what the exact build order is for double crypt, as someone that's being fed at the same time. I want to make sure I've got the altar for the tinker, the Ziggurat for the units in the first place. I'll see if I can just squeeze out a second crypt straight away. And then build like a Ziggurats, and then altars, and then 2 more relics, and go from there. So Sexytime's going to be doing his ghoul thing, and then hopefully getting Gargs, because if we are successful in getting an expansion, which you can totally do on this map, then you can build that up as well. So that's extra resources to come in. Another 100 gold or something would pretty much seal the deal for Crypt Fiends, I think, because I've got to get the altar as well. Resources have got to go on that. So, Fiend. I don't really need to spend on ghouls, actually. I could have I cancelled that ghoul, actually, just kind of in time, because if Sexytime's got the ghouls and he's going to be supplying the wood, there's no reason for me to really build ghouls. They're just going to be taking up space. Okay, I'm going to get another Ziggurat just to make sure that I can actually build any more fiends and stuff like that in the future. Then we've got to get the Tomb of Relics. Okay, the clicks are through. So we don't have to rush into this, because this strategy is still just as strong as it is at the very start of the game, or even, like I say, if you get to 40 or 50 food and then do it. I don't think we're going to wait that long, but you get the idea. Looks like that second crypt totally isn't necessary because it's not doing anything at the moment, but at the same time, there's nothing else that I have been able to miss out on that much. Kind of wish I didn't build my Ziggurat there, because I think my hero's going to get stuck. He might be okay. Okay, start pumping out some more fiendage. What am I doing? That's a good question. Getting Blade Mastered. Yeah, you know that Blade Master's coming after me. He wants the fiend. May as well just go and harass for the time being, because there's no major rush. What the fuck? And we'll just build up fiends at the moment. Get them tinkers in there. In comes the Farseer for defense. No, my fiend. I thought I got a Nerubian Tower. What happened to my Nerubian Tower? It was never meant to be, apparently. I'm pretty sure I spent resources on that, but no, not this time.
Welcome to Free for All, the game where everyone
what?
fucking lucker except
Gallus.
WTiiWarcraft.
Okay, WTi. Well, thank you very much for that. Yeah, that's crazy, Gallus. You's crazy, bro. It's crazy as this freaking Blade Master who's stuck on the base properly now that I put a Ziggurat there, so he ain't wind walking anywhere, bro. That's a lot of money. Okay, well, let's go and see what that tops up to. Did you tag that so it goes to 666 in the UK? Should I just not find like the most Oh, can he just wind walk through here anyway? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he should still be stuck in my base. Maybe not, actually. That looks like a line that he can go through. I might have screwed that right up. It hasn't actually registered yet, but we'll keep an eye on that, Gullis. That is a hell of a lot. Yeah, I can quit my job now and just become a full-time streamer. Because Gullis is keeping me going like that. I completely forgot about what I should be doing. Yep. Okay, I'm with you, Sexy Time. Thank you, seriously, Gallus. Thank you so much for that. That is super, super generous. Like crazy levels of generous. That is amazing. Oh. Gallus is insane. He might be. In the best possible way, I guess. As long as he doesn't bankrupt himself. Make sure you've got your own money. Jeez. But if you've got money to spare, then, well, that's super appreciated. That will definitely be put to use, I promise you that. There's one thing I am, is not fucking frivolent with my money. I'm always trying to make sure I'm putting it to some sort of practical use. It's because of being brought up that way. So hopefully I can put good use to your money as well and keep this going. Alrighty, so we've got one sacrificial because they've got no wisp to detonate, so there should be enough. I've only got one acolyte, so I've got to keep the fella alive. Oh, they got towers. Let's get a nice little position here with the Ziggurats. Protect the Ziggurats as well. Oh, Sexy Time's coming in. Has he really got his own? No. You haven't got your own, have you? I wanted to get a factory, just block it off here. Those grunts are going to tank quite nicely though. Oh, the towers can bloody reach! Cheeky sods! Oh, poor Tinker. Can only last so long. Blade Master might chase me to the ends of the world though. No, you're not going to make it! I'm going to teleport just so you can live a little bit longer. I'm all over the shop, but I am managing to get a Ziggurat up. And they're losing concentration there. My Tinker's still alive, so there's be experience coming from that. We've got a nice little angle here, so we'll keep working with that. Fiends are going strong, as they will do. And the second Ziggurat's just got to go up. Grunts are falling. Blade Master is nasty though. We need to kind of DPS the Blade Master down so he can't feel so comfortable slicing through all these Fiends, because that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh good, there we go. Oh! Blade Master down. Sweet. And now he's trying to put more towers up. You know what this Ziggurat's going to do? It's going to start bringing down that tower. I know what you're trying to do. That's kind of nice that they actually had some towers prepped up a little bit there. But we're in a great position here. You don't have to build that close to the base as long as you're basically... oh, he's got quite a lot of towers. That's really pushing me back. So you can just do the long slog siege. I was wondering if you'd be waiting for my Tinker. That's a shame. I was hoping to just sort of sneak my Tinker in there, but it's almost like... oh, I'm going to say, wasn't he the one that clicked on my building in the first place? Yeah, I should have paid more attention to the fact that he was map hacking. Okay. So we've got like this long slog here, because we got control of the left side. He might have like towers and that there. Oh god, he just keeps trying to pick off everything I've got. Get in there, Tinker. Run back with that Fiend, come in here, and go. Okay, we're good. And that's a really tight looking base. Should get in the Rubian Tower as well, so if anything does come to try to chase me down, like a Blade Master for example, and the Rubian can sort of keep it under control. And the Fiends are, like I said time and time again, Fiends are basically like little siege units. They're really ridiculously strong. And this is so much pressure having a Spirit Tower inside of the peon line there. Makes it much harder for them. As well as this stronghold. He needs to keep repairing this. There goes the Blade Master. He's probably going to try to bring something down, but I don't think so. He might have to just flee this base, and then that leaves it up to the other Orc to basically carry this game. And I can keep going up to 50 food before it becomes less financially secure for me. But at the same time, with this build, it actually really works quite nicely because Sexy Time's tech to tier 2. So if I wanted, I could just feed the gold back to him. You see? Oh, Purple, stop doing it, you little shit. There's a unit coming by. Better use that map pack for free kills. Okay, so I could just feed you back gold. So you can go get one person to do the tech. So I mess up the units, and that's all fine and dandy to begin with, and then I feed back Sexy Time, and he can then go to Frost Worms or anything even more powerful. So, okay, let's get a tower. He was right about the base race. At least I've got some units here. Let's try to get some pressure on those peons. Problem is my fiends have started getting sliced by the tower, so I don't like that. I think I prefer this slow, drawn-out attack. And I can always repair with more acolytes at the back of my base, and I don't particularly need this other crypt here. And keep back, Mr. Tinker, would you? Yeah, just get a couple of extra acolytes to repair. I think he's got... I can slow down the attacks manually with the Nerubian Tower. That fiend can't find a good spot. Okay, we've basically got that secured, so we should move on to the next base at this point. We didn't actually manage to go for an expansion. I was thinking about doing that. We both were, but we didn't actually do it, so missed a slight trick there. But I don't think the game kind of went that way, did it? It went quite aggressive, this game, quite quickly on. Okay, they're starting to really do some damage there. I could just fall back and save my base, or we could just keep putting pressure onto the next base, which has tons of towers again. Sexy Time's coming back to the base. We've got this secured in the bag. Keep back, Mr. Tinker. You really do like to get into the thick of action. Blade Master likes to get focused on my acolytes too. Don't know whether I should have gone back to base now. I certainly can't really make it there now. Will that tower beat my fiend? I think it might do. Is it worth it? Taking a lot of damage there just to kill one raider. Okay, I think I'll fall back here, because I think if I fall back as well, that's a definite kill on this army. At the moment it's too much for Sexy Time to take alone, and I shouldn't have really let him do that. Necropolis expansion into the enemy base. I quite like it. Could lose here still though, but at least the Blade Master, the biggest threat right now, is more or less dealt with. Coming for you, purple. Yeah, your time is nigh. You cannot bring down my Necropolis in time. And the Tinker will just run away. If only he could buy a boost of speed. Oh no. My fiends just aren't quite powerful enough here. Blade Master's back to do what Blade Master fucking does. Okay, maybe coming back was a mistake. Fiends aren't really that powerful in this position. We're in trouble. It's up to Sexy Time to get us the win. Blade Master's back to fucking full health. He's just so fucking effective, the Blade Master. That's the only counter to this, really, is a solid ass Blade Master. I'm kind of out of it, to be honest with you. So it's actually backfired a little bit. I should have gone back straight away. I underestimated the threat that we were kind of dealing with. I keep building fiends, but they're slow and sluggish, and they're not that particularly effective. Not first as a Blade Master, that just slices through them without even any items. Just having the best time in the world, that Blade Master. He just slices through them like butter. Everything is easy. Okay, at least we managed to push him back a little bit, and my expansion is, well, I call this my expansion now. It's basically my way to feed Sexy Time some resources. So he can maybe get some tier 2 love. Stop with the ghouls, unless you plan on going frenzied ghouls, I guess. At this point, we're done. So we are down to a 1 versus 2, but Pink does have that Blade Master, promiscuous Blade Master. Sexy Time, looking fine. I really want to get a boost of speed for my frickin' Tinker because of that Blade Master. Maybe even a boot star for teleportation. I have no wood. Desi's, that's pretty. Oh look, Blade Master's back. Fuck. Never been so scared of a Blade Master. Purple's coming in to try and siege down here. Raiders are actually a good move. They're being very effective here. We have got a little bit callous, I must admit, so we've actually maybe got to concentrate a little bit here, not to throw the game completely.
I'm all geared up. I can handle that. Engine's running. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Try and bring down the raiders as much as possible. If he needs gold, does he need gold? Ah,
I'm all geared up.
can't save him.
You have 10 seconds to comply.
More experience from me, I guess, unless I lose my hero.
Let's roll out. I'm on top of it. Let's roll out. All systems go.
Gotta take it for what we can get. Hey! Fended them off enough times that they finally decided to give up the ghost. I actually started getting a bit close towards the end now. I was a bit like, hang on a second, are we going to be able to hang in there? We've not really got exactly super units. I mean, Desi's are great and all, but if they get enough raiders and they're powerful enough with the Blade Master, they can kind of pick them off one by one. Whew! Okay, not bad for a weird off-the-fly strategy. I think that'll do it. That covers that one quite nicely. It's got some potential. Double Orc was actually a lot more difficult than I was expecting it to be. I probably made it more difficult than I needed it to be, though, but yeah. Not bad indeed. Also, super thank you, Gullis. We'll have to wait and see whether that tallies up properly. I'm sure it will eventually, if I can revamp it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, subscribe, like, and comment, and stay tuned for more WTii Sexytime 2 vs 2s. Oh yeah. And if you want to help out and support as well, I may as well. You can also do so at patreon.com/WTiiWarcraft. I'm sure Dorf is actually going to have a go at you for that, Gullis. And you can throw your money there as well if you wish. So, not to you, Gullis, because I think you've given enough. But if anyone else just wants to pledge $1 or anything just to be considerate in terms of contributing to the Warcraft cause, then you're more than welcome to do so. And if you just give even $1, you're going to get yourself an extra Warcraft free video. So check the video description below for patreon.com/WTiiWarcraft. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.